You've probably heard the term candy apple red used in the past. More than likely incorrect. Let me break it down kind of quick for you. Candy is a type of color. Apple red is the color. So I'm going to be painting my wheels today in a candy cobalt blue. Candy is translucent, so you see through it to whatever the base is. So starting off, you would use several different colors of base, but this is a really high metallic silver that I'm going to be using. That really shows off the color well. Here's another version of a base that obviously would show darker and change your top color quite a bit. The candies themselves, here is pagan gold, which is gorgeous. Yeah, you put this over a gold base with that and it just shines through like crazy. The cobalt blue is this right here. The color changes drastically with the amount of coats you put on it. So candy is really hard to match if it's already been sprayed on a color, because if you don't know if they put 4 or 5 coats on, it would look different. See how much darker this is at the bottom than it is at the top? That's because there's a lot more paint there. So I was worried when I painted this color it might be too dark, but I was really happy with the outcome. And of course, candy apple red. That's beautiful too. A lot of times this gets used with a gold base, gold metallic, and then it really shines through. It's gorgeous. So there's a quick rundown of candy colors. You get a base, you get a mid color coat that's translucent, and then when you're all done, you put a clear coat on top of that. So it's actually 3 layers of material to come up with the look. I'll shoot some stuff while I'm painting. As you can see, the colors dry very flat. There's no gloss to them. The clear coat is what's responsible for giving the color all of its gloss. All the layers in between will not have anything. They just dry to a very flat, dull finish. But boy, almost chrome-like. The paint gets everywhere. So I've got some really pretty sparkly shoes now. And my arms and everything. So, how fancy. Chemistry, because every color has a certain mix, whereas the base silver was 2 parts of the color to 1 part reducer. The blue is 2 parts of blue, 1 part of reducer, and 1 part of catalyst. Mix them all together to come up with what you spray. This is 2 coats of the candy blue. Still a little splotchy and thin in some areas, so I'll definitely do more. I'm pretty sure I'll need at least 4 coats total to get the color I want. But damn it. Here's a good example of how the color gets darker when it's too thick. Whoopsie. That's the back side of the wheel. It'll be fine. But see how much darker it is when the paint's a lot thicker? Oops. Oh, geez, I better calm down. This is 4 coats of the candy blue. And I think I've reached the color I want. It's nice and smooth. It's a beautiful color. I know I've said it before, but I love how Ford put his name on everything. Stamped right into those wheels from the 1940s. Alright, let this flash for a little bit, and then it's clear coat time. Well, in case you're curious, noticing that everything is blurry, starts with a K. The guy that came up with this paint is John Kosmic. His last name started with a K, so everything is K instead of C. So anyways, the clear coat is exactly that. It is a coat of clear. Nothing to write home about. But without this, this is where the paint gets all of its luster and protection from. If you didn't put this over the top of it, it just wouldn't last. It's where it gets its strength from. This is a urethane, and it'll make it just glow and pop and be beautiful. Not sure why it's all blurry. I probably have paint on the lens. 2 coats of clear coat. Beautiful. Once this dries a little bit, we'll roll it in the sun and show you what this candy is really all about. Completed, beautiful wheels. Sun's a little behind the cloud right now, but you get the idea. It's a shame most of this is going to be covered up with a trim, but I know it's there. Man, even rolled into the garage here in the shade, this color just glows. Beautiful. It's really going to pop on when the white walls get installed on it. I painted my spare the other day, so the shame is almost all this gets covered. We'll do a quick run around. But I painted the spare to get an idea of what it looks like on the white wall and everything. There's a center cap that covers all of this too, so there's really only a little bit of the blue that shows when I'm all done, but the color is just worth it.